দন্ত চিকিৎসা ক্ষেত্রের এন্ডোডন্টিক্সের জীবন্ত কিংবদন্তি বলা হয় অধ্যাপক জেমস এল গুটমানকে। তিনি দন্ত চিকিৎসায় বিশেষ অবদানের জন্য স্কটল্যান্ডের এডিনবরা রয়্যাল কলেজ অব সার্জনস থেকে যে ফেলোশিপ পেয়েছেন তা এক্ষেত্রে বিরল। অধ্যাপক জেমস প্রথমবারের মতো ঢাকায় এসেছেন। আন্তর্জাতিক ওরাল হেলথ দিবসে তিনি তার জীবনের নানা দিক ও কর্মক্ষেত্রের নানা বিষয় নিয়ে কথা বলেছেন প্রথম আলোর সঙ্গে।
The journey has been a long one. It's been well over 50 years since I've been involved with this profession. The journey is really focused on helping people, and also to be able to take the new innovations, the new technologies, the science, bringing it together in a way where we can relieve patients' pain. We can also give them the kind of treatment that will allow them to have good oral health, because their oral health care is so critical to the whole systemic health. The dentist, you have to listen to your patients. They have stories to tell. They have reasons why they're coming to see you. It's not only pain. It may be a divorce. It may be a death in the family. And they want to share it with someone who they trust as a professional. So this is something that you experience over all the years that I've been doing this. And I've had people with many different problems over and above just dentistry. But when you give a human being the time and the effort to listen to what their problem is, they truly appreciate it. And that's what professionalism is all about. I've always had great respect for your industriousness, your desire to achieve, your desire to want to do better. And in fact, when I came to at the airport and I saw the infrastructure, how it's being rebuilt, and everybody's moving forward, and the friendliness of the people, this is what gets me excited about being here and about relating to the people in Bangladesh. You must continue to learn. You learn because of the welfare of your patients requires it. You learn because of the new technology that's coming about. You learn because you have a passion for wanting to know. And that's what education is all about. So that continuing education is mandatory for a professional. If you don't, you will never keep up with the technology, and your patients will not get the best treatment. So anyone who leaves dentistry or medicine, whatever it is, they can all achieve the same level I've achieved. It's just a matter of having a passion for it and working towards that goal. First of all, if you're really knowledgeable about your profession and all the new technology that's available, you can go ahead and be able to provide that kind of care for them. We all have a bias towards everything that's new and different. We want to attach ourselves to it and be recognized with it. But at the same time, we have such a love affair with this that we forget about all the other processes that have worked for so many years. And therefore, some of the new information that we're getting now is if we can do certain basic things better, simpler, we don't necessarily have to rely on technology, and we can see more patients and take care of their problems much easier. The biggest thing about being an endodontist is we get people out of pain. We are the pain doctors. They come to us, they have tooth pain, they have mouth pain, and it doesn't always have to be tooth pain, because as endodontists, we are also trained to recognize pain that is not of tooth origin. Oftentimes, I have had multiple patients over the years that they thought it was a tooth problem and actually was a cancer in their mouth, and I've lost some patients because of that. In fact, there's some patients that have had some very unusual cancerous situations that I have dealt with. So our ability to diagnose the patient and to see them when they walk out from the office, to see them smiling because you get them out of pain, that's our, I think, one of the most rewarding things that I think a dentist can ever have, is to really help the patient. The best qualities, again, pretty much what I've been mentioning. You've got to have that desire, the passion to learn, the desire to improve yourself, the desire to be compassionate to the patients you serve. There are some times you don't even want to talk to a patient. Maybe you're having a bad day, but at the same time you have to reach out to them in a compassionate way and provide them the care that's necessary. And your professional ethics and integrity are absolutely essential to being a good dentist. You have to have those levels of achievement and within yourself. One of the biggest things is we are now using rather extensively the use of the microscope in our activities. However, I must tell you, magnification in the microscope was actually in the 1800s. In fact, the first dental microscope occurred in 1907 and it was incorporated, but we only brought it into endodontics in the 1990s, and now it's a very effective tool. Secondly, we have amazingly new materials which we call are bioactive. In other words, the material we put in the patient's mouth can actually bring about healing, can encourage healing. Those are the basic things that have improved our technology and our ability to control microbial infections. Those three things right there have brought endodontics to a whole new level in our ability to retain and save teeth for the patient. We're going to be able to keep more teeth. There's no question we're going to be able to keep more teeth. And we're going to be able to intercede ahead of time. But we also have to educate the patient. And that education has to come with the little children. It has to come when they're young. And it has to be carried through by the parents. And it has to be followed through by everyone in the family. And when they adhere to those principles and realize that their oral health is key to their whole systemic health, their body, the health of their body is really determined by what happens in their oral cavity. If we can get that message across, especially to the young people, that will enhance our ability to retain teeth. And when people retain teeth, it's already been recognized in the literature that they have much better self-esteem because they can smile, they can look at people, they can talk, they don't have to cover their face when they interact with people. And that is a very, very big issue today, that we have to help patients have self-esteem. Well, first of all, when I got the message, the invitation from the Bangladesh Dental Society, I was like a little kid, like, oh my gosh, Bangladesh, I know where it is, I know a little bit of the history, I know at one time you were probably what East Pakistan, and that things broke out, and that you finally in the early 70s, when I graduated from dental school, you actually established your own country, and so I thought, wow, this is going to be fantastic. And then when I came here and I was looking at maps and I saw the beautiful braided river, I believe the Padma, I believe is the river. When I saw those rivers, I said, my gosh, the land. Then when I went to get my visa in Florida to come into the country, I saw this poster about the Sandabarn, where they have the tigers, and about the sand, the beaches and stuff. And I said, my gosh, this must be a fantastic country. And then arriving at the airport, seeing the infrastructure and seeing the building, it was great. And everyone's been wonderful.